the Week is presented by Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer and made possible through a partnership between the networks of Mid-Missouri, CPS Athletics, the Columbia Area Career Center, and these fine sponsors.
Good evening and greetings from Battle High School, where tonight the Battle Spartans, with a record of 3-5, entertain the red-hot Hannibal Pirates as the Pirates come into Columbia with a mark of 7-1. I am Tex Little, Micah Wright at the other microphone as we get set for Week 9 of high school football here on the KZOU Game of the Week. It's a perfect night for football. Temperatures in the upper 50s, no wind, and we're waiting for some hard-hitting action, Micah, right?
Yes, we are, and late in the year, both these teams looking to play their best football at this point in the season, heading into districts coming up. And for Hannibal, you said it, they've been dominant, won their last 5 games by a combined score of 275-28, which is as dominant as you can be. Battle Spartans are going to have their hands full tonight at home in front of their home crowd.
And the Battle Spartans have shown signs of getting better under first-year head coach Matt Herman, as they have won 3 of their last 5 games. They've struggled a bit in the league, but at the same time, those 3 wins are also in the league, as this club has matured a little bit. We've seen some progress, but the last time we saw Hannibal, they took a step backwards as they had their hands full with Rockbridge 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they're really, you got to think they're having that in the back of their mind and looking to play against another CMAC opponent and kind of avenge that loss in a way here on the road against Battle. Should be a fun one with a lot of great players that we'll see tonight on both sides of the ball. Should be, I think, a little bit of a defensive game, but don't be surprised to see some points scored, especially with the playmakers that Hannibal has.
Boy, and when you talk about playmakers, you're talking about Aeneas Williams, the Notre Dame-bound slot back, I want to call him. But he's a running back. He's a wide. He does it all. I mean, if they need a bus driver on the way home, he'll jump in the seat of the bus and drive it home. But he's been a 3-year, 4-year starter for Hannibal. He's battled a couple of injuries, but to be honest with you, he has been the Hannibal Pirates football program for the last 3 years. He is a terrific athlete. I understand, a terrific gentleman, and he's a guy that can lead them to the promised land. They were so close 2 years ago, losing in the Show Me Bowl.
Yeah, and he's the leader of this team, heart and soul of this team. And really he can do it in a multitude of ways as a phenomenal running back and really good pass catcher. And we're kind of questioning where we'll see him more tonight, as he's been a little banged up. But I think they're just going to continue to try to get him the ball as much as they can, because he is that dynamic. And he's a guy who's gotten national attention. As you said, Notre Dame commit. I mean, you don't see that every day from a program like Hannibal, but he is so talented, and this football team has been really good every single year they've had him.
They really have, and they've been good under their third-year head coach, and Jeff Geschwender. He comes in with a record of 29-5, and this the tail end of his 3rd campaign. But he was a six-year assistant coach at Hannibal. He knew what he was taking over when Mark St. Clair retired, but there's a strong Hannibal program in the NCMC, winning the league again.
And has chosen to receive the opening kickoff. Shake hands, guys.
That's our referee, Mike Cusack, as the Hannibal Pirates have won the coin toss and said, we'll take the football. I don't know what to expect, I'll be honest with you. Will we see a defensive battle, or will we see a shootout? And I don't know what favors which team, to be honest with you, because I think they need a defensive battle for the Spartans to be in this football game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, and I think when you have a star on your opposing team, if your battle during practice, you're so locked in on worrying about Aeneas Williams, that can kind of jump spark your defense a little bit, where guys are more focused, you're more aware, you're playing harder, you're playing faster to try to slow a guy like that down. I think this is a great spot for their defense to show what they're made of, but it's easier said than done, because the Notre Dame commit, whether out of the backfield or at receiver, is going to be so hard to track down throughout this game.
You know, and there's some other weapons as well. They've got a tight end named Kane Wilson, that's really just coming on, and then Quinn Thomas, another receiver, and Mike Ferrara. The back that is taken over as the tailback is a load. He comes in 171 rushes. He's ran for 1,117 yards on the season, and he's an upright runner, arms and legs going everywhere, and he is just absolutely a tough man to bring down. As we get set for this kickoff, as the ball is being teed up by the Battle Spartans as their kicker, and Congoro is set to start this game, number 9 on the season. And back is the Hannibal Pirates, and the kick is shanked off to the side, but they blew the play dead before the ball fell out of bounds. And I believe somebody's offside, as they're going to bring them back.
Kicking team, 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
So the Spartans will kick it from the 35. And deep for the Pirates is Landon Essig and Cody Culp. Aeneas Williams is an up back, so you don't really like that idea either. As we get ready for a re-kick here on the kickoff. Nice contingency of fans from Hannibal have made the trip. That tells you when a program's rolling, when they travel the way they do.
Absolutely.
Hannibal in the white, Spartans in the navy blue and white. Here's an end-over-end kick and backpedaling, and it's dropped and picked up by Essing. Essing up the middle, across the 35, into the secondary, breaks a tackle at midfield, still on his feet, and finally ran down from behind at about the 33-yard line. Essig, by fumbling the ball, Micah, disrupted the timing, I think, of the kickoff coverage squad.
Yeah, he got them out of their assigned lanes, and sometimes when you drop a kick like that, it throws the kickoff coverage team out of balance and out of whack, or off balance and out of whack, I should say. Great return there to set up the Hannibal Pirates right at about the 30 of Battle. I'd call it the 31. Just rough start for Battle with the penalty and then giving up that kick return. Let's see if their defense can respond.
Trips to the left. They give the ball to Culp up the middle. Culp looking for running room off left tackle. And he gouged out about 3 yards before he's brought down. As the Spartan defense comes into this game giving up 32 points a game. They had a nice win last week against Jefferson City. Hannibal goes without the huddle. In motion is Kane Wilson. And again, they hand off to Culp, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got one. Culp comes in, 13 rushes on the air for just 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. You almost feel like that he's eye candy as they try to hide Aeneas Williams, who ran for 639 yards on the air. 3rd down and 5. They look for Williams in the flat. The pass is caught in the flat, short of first down yardage by Landon Essig on a crossing pattern. Essig then brought down, and it's now decision time for Hannibal. 4th down and about 3, and punting has not been in the playbook for Hannibal all year.
No, and this has to be going for it here. You only need a yard, maybe a yard and a half with this talented offense.
Culp in the backfield along with the quarterback, Waylon Anders. Tight ends right and left, split ends right and left. They give the ball to Culp up the middle. I don't think he got it.
It's going to be an interesting spot.
Hannibal.
Now they say he was short.
I don't think he was close.
Yeah.
I think he was a yard short. Chris Brown came up to make his 40th tackle of the year. 6'1", 215-pound junior. Brown, outside linebacker, made the stop. And the Battle Spartans got what they were looking for, and that was a stop after giving up that big kickoff return to open the game.
And a massive stop. We talked about Battle's defense looking to step up to the occasion against this offense. That is exactly the perfect start for them. Couldn't have really been in a worse position there defensively in terms of field position, but that is a phenomenal stop to give your offense the ball back.
Alex Fernandez hands it off to Keon Marsh, who had a big week last week, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the stop was Ben Worthington. As he made the hit, and he got some help. It'll be 2nd and 11. As the Spartans try to find offense. It's been inconsistent for them this year. Elijah Jackman splits into the slot on the left side. Empty backfield. The senior quarterback, Fernandez, puts Jackman in motion from left to right. Whips it over in the flat, and it's caught far sideline. And 11-yard pickup for what appears to be a first down. And making that catch for the Spartans, I believe, was DePaul Wright. Cade Hoskins came up to make the tackle for Hannibal, and the Spartans have a first down.
Nice short completion there to let Wright get a lot of yards after catch there. I like when they go with the short game, passing the ball.
Chris Brown splits wide to the left. Here's a pitch, and circling around trying to get outside is DePaul Wright, and he's ran down for a loss of a couple yards. Great penetration by the Hannibal defense to get to the football, and it was led by Dylan Bach, a 5'10", 190-pound sophomore linebacker. It'll be second down. I'm going to call it 13.
Great pursuit off the edge from that entire Hannibal front to keep outside contained to make that stop.
Matt Herman, the head coach of the Battle Spartans, says this game will be won by the lines. Whichever line controls scrimmage will win the football game. Went out on a limb there, right? Keon Marshall gets the call, and he goes up the middle and might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And again, this Hannibal club's only given up 16 points a game, 15.8 if you want to pin it down.
Yeah, it's such a well-coached team and well-coached defense. As you can just tell here early, everyone's making the right, in their right assignments, pursuit, and making great tackles, really fundamentally sound defense.
Up front, Trenton Cowden, Ryan Ross, and Noah Young defending for Hannibal. Back to throw. Fernandez has some time, wants to go deep. He's got a receiver in Jackman. Incomplete off his fingertips. Jackman got behind the secondary and had beaten Cade Hoskins, the linebacker. But the pass just out of Elijah Jackman's reach, who was trying to make his 9th catch of the year.
And Jackman got both hands on it. It was a tough throw for Fernandez to make, long developing play, but I thought it was a well-thrown ball. It's just tough to come down with that with Jackman having a defender on him as Hannibal will force the punt.
Fernell Holt comes on to do the punting for the Spartans. Hannibal showing block. Here's a snap back. Holt gets it off, a low kick, and Essick makes the catch at the 39 to the 45, near sideline to the 50, drops his shoulder pads and is tossed out of bounds at the Battle 47-yard line. And that kickoff return looms large right now in this scoreless game as Hannibal gets the ball for the second time, but the difference where the ball is, where the game's being played, is because of that return of that initial kickoff.
Yeah, and a great punt return there. So special teams for Hannibal's controlling this game so far. So they got to be thrilled with the field position their offense is getting to start this game.
Aeneas Williams splits wide to the left. That's to the top of your screen. Under center, Allner, and the handoff, and up the middle, shooting like he came out of a cannon, is Landon Essick, the 5'8", 180-pound sophomore. He runs low, and they couldn't find him. Michael Pointer, who has returned from a knee injury, made the stop. Second down and 4. And on the option, keeping the ball, is Anders. Anders around the left end, close to the first down marker, but I don't think he got the yardage. I think it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, just short there. Hesitated a little bit, and that's what prevented him from getting that extra yard.
Anders has now ran the ball 40 times for 249 yards. 3rd down and about 1. And a misdirection play. Culp gets the call, and he's got first down yardage as he brings it down to the 34-yard line. Good run by Cody Culp. Culp listed at 5'11", 175, and he just hides behind that big offensive line of Hannibal.
They've shown that 2-back look, kind of a triple option look, 2 up backs.
Almost looks like the old Veer. Back to throw, Anders. Going deep, and he's got Williams wide open at the goal line. He hauls it in for the touchdown. As Hannibal strikes from the 34-yard line, Aeneas Williams had not even gotten a look And the first time they go to him, he gathers it in for the touchdown. And it comes with 6:55 to play here in the first quarter.
What a throw and what a catch. Williams just burning by the defender. Such a talented player no matter where you put him. So we couldn't stop talking about him pregame, and I have a feeling we're not going to stop talking about him tonight. 34-yard touchdown catch. What a play.
Waylon Anders now will attempt the extra point. That kick is on the way, and he missed it. It's no good. As he came into tonight, he was 36 of 45, and he missed this one. And it's a 6-0 Hannibal lead. What a drive by Hannibal. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is the KZOU Game of the Week.
News from Fulton.
At Callaway Collision Center, we do more than just auto body work. And when we do auto body work, we do it right and we treat you right.
Body work, alignments, mechanical repairs, we do it all.
Callaway Collision Center. Honest, dependable, and one of the best in the business.
We are Callaway Collision Center, and we want to be your auto body specialist. Give us a call.
I was in a motorcycle accident and lost my left leg, and Harper Evans Wade Nudemeyer was able to get me a settlement and help me take care of medical bills.
We understand that when somebody's seriously hurt in an accident, they needed time to recover physically and emotionally, and we want to make that as easy for them as possible.
What they did allowed me to be able to focus on myself and my health and getting back to where I need to be.
Hold on. I've got this. Love God.
Six nothing Hannibal, 6 minutes, 55 seconds to play in quarter number one here at Battle High School. Final night of the regular season and the high school campaign. Next week, everybody will be in the playoffs. Hannibal put together a 47-yard drive, took 4 plays. They scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass from Anders to Williams. Took 2 minutes and 2 seconds to move the ball. Those 47 yards. Extra point was no good. Touchdown for Aeneas Williams was his 11th receiving this year. And now the kickoff as Aeneas Williams sometimes kicks off. This is a squid kick, and it's taken by an up back for the Spartans as Harris brings it out to the 35-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Battle. I just don't think Battle wants to get into a track meet here. I don't think they want to get into a scoring fest.
I really don't think they do either, and I think these early drives for their offense are so important because while you don't want to get in a track meet, you understand you need to score some points to win this game, and responding here early is going to really make an impact.
Wing to the right. Alex Fernandez puts man in motion in Donnelly. And the handoff goes to Keon Marshall, and he has nowhere to run again. I think they're going to have to get the ball behind the linebackers, to be honest, because everybody's in the box stopping the run.
Yeah, just Battle's offensive line unable to really get any push.
Up front for Battle, Ace Herman's the tackle, the left tackle. Brandon Cook, the left guard. Nathan Mislin moved back to center after that debacle at Rockbridge. Ben Hickey is the right guard. And Wyatt Belcher-Key is the right tackle. Fake pitch, wanting to throw the ball is Hernandez, and he's got a man wide open, and it's dropped. Jaden Donnelly had beat the secondary. He was looking at 6, and he had to go off his hands.
Oh, Tex, he had a walk-in touchdown. And that's the perfect play call, the little play fake, and perfectly executed until the most important part of the play, which is for Donnelly to catch that ball.
Donnelly's caught 15 passes this season for 387 yards. That would have been his 7th touchdown. Would have been. Goes for 9. 3rd and 11. Fernandez puts Jackman in motion. Takes the snap. Has time, steps up in the pocket, going deep, and this time it's Donnelly again, and it's incomplete as the pass a little too far out in front. He had beat his man again.
Yep.
He had beat him again, and they couldn't connect. And it looks like Battle will have to punt.
Yeah, wide open there again, and that time it was on Fernandez not converting there, but just such a deflating sequence of plays. A drop touchdown and then a missed throw for what could have also been a touchdown if he hits him in stride, as Donnelly had 2 or 3 steps.
Here's a snap back. Isak goes deep. Here's a spinning punt. Isak fields this one at the 32. Looking for a block. Hammered at the 35. And getting downfield to make that stick for the Spartans was, I thought it was Damian Nichols that made the hit. 33. Is that who you had?
Yes. I think
yeah,
it was
Damian Nichols
there.
made that hit. Nice open field tackle. And for the first time tonight, Hannibal now will set up in their own half of the football field. So they have it 1st and 10 at the 35. This Waylon Anders, a pretty nice quarterback. 61-93 for 998 yards coming into tonight. He's now throwing for 17 touchdowns. Only 2 picks. He's a junior. And he hands it off, and Culp met at the line of scrimmage by nothing but Battle Spartans. And leading the charge there was Jeremy Dudley, the 6'3", 190-pound defensive end. Rob Parker's our spotter tonight. Micah writes, got his hands full. He's not only trying to analyze what's happening, but he's doing some statistical work, filling in for Greg Wren. Slot left, and the handoff. And this looked like Essick, who was in the backfield, and he stopped for no gain. And the Spartans have made a couple of adjustments there on the run. That was Lyndon Essick, the 5'8", 150-pound sophomore.
That was a generous spot.
Oh, yeah.
So they gave him 2 yards there. I guess forward progress, they saw him get a couple. I didn't quite see him get 2 yards, maybe 1. Big 3rd down for this Battle defense.
Maybe they threw him back. Aeneas Williams splits wide to the right. Looks like man coverage on Williams. 3rd and about 7. And Anders wants to throw. This is a jump ball up in the air, and it is incomplete. It almost fell into Devin Harris's hands. No flags down on the play. And we'll see if Hannibal wants to punt here or go for it.
Yeah, I think they have to punt, no question about it.
4th down, call it 7.
That was such a dangerous throw from Anders, and really thought he floated a little too much. Didn't sit in the pocket and let anything develop, and that could have easily been picked off.
You know, I'm not quite sure who he was throwing it to.
Now there was
Aeneas Williams is on this side of the field, but there are other receivers.
There's about 3 receivers and 4 or 5 defenders in that area.
But that's what I mean. It was in the area. It wasn't at anyone. On to do the punting is Aeneas Williams. And the left-footed punter gets this one off, booming punt. And Aquel Wright backpedals, fields it on a hop, trying to find a block near sideline. Road out of bounds at about the 26, 27-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Battle. 6-0. Hannibal leads, and thus far it has been a defensive battle here tonight. Spartans come in with a 3-5 mark, but they're 3-3 in the CMAC as CMAC play now has come to a conclusion on another season, and Elias wins the league going 6-0. Battle, Capital City, and Jefferson City all 3-3. But I understand Jefferson City's been hit with some, I will say, sanctions, but they're going to have to forfeit some games because of an ineligible player, I understand.
Yep, and Rockbridge just picked up a win.
Yeah, how about that?
Park Hill South.
So they're 7-1. This pass is completed to Donnelly near sideline, and he's close to the 1st down marker. Yeah, the Misha has clamped down on some of these rules apparently, and there are some forfeits that have been dished out. Hannibal beat Jefferson City on the field handily, but it turned into a forfeit. Looks better for Jeff City because they only lost 13-0 instead of 42-21. Here's the handoff to Keon Marshall, who had a big week last week, and the ball is pried out of there. Was Marshall down? Apparently not. And Marshall's progress had been stopped, but they didn't blow the whistle. And a loss on the play of 3 yards. Last week, Keon Marshall, 22 carries for 153 yards. He had a breakout night. But thus far, it's been tough sledding here against Hannibal.
Yeah, right now just 4 carries for -4 yards. Has not had a positive run yet.
Trips to the right. Now, a fresh back lines up in the backfield as Jackman goes into motion. And Fernandez fires it in the flat, intended for DePaul Wright, who has had 36 catches on the year. I think he's got one tonight, 37, for about 460 yards at the moment. It's a 3rd down for the Battle Spartans. Last week, Battle with a nice win at here at home, beating Jeff City 29-14. Week prior, they were shut out by Rockbridge. A week before that, they beat Smith Cotton in a hard-fought game, 21-14. Then Capon out of Wichita, Kansas, handed it to the Spartans as Fernandez wants to throw, and he's got Donnelly again. Donnelly got turned around and couldn't get to the ball. It goes incomplete. Donnelly was defended by Ben Worthington, and there was some hand checking going on, but no flags.
Yeah, I don't know if it was enough to warrant a flag, but Donnelly kind of just turned too late there. Didn't adjust to that throw. Wasn't thrown right on the money, but I thought he could have had a chance to turn around and make that play, but unable to connect again for those two.
Maybe turn the wrong way. So punting situation as Holt gets this one off. Pressure coming. Isak will field this one at the 29. Sidesteps the tackler and is ran down at about the 37-yard line. Again, Battle got some pressure downfield. And again, leading the charge was Darian Nichols, a 5'8", 175-pound special teams player. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hannibal as they work from their own 38. Our officiating crew, Mike Cusack, the referee. The umpire's Clark Swisher. The head linesman is Paul Copening. The line judge is Pat Millar. The back judge is Hunter Carter. Wide to the near side for the Hannibal Pirates as the handoff is given to Cope. Wide was Quinn Thomas. Cope around the left end for 5. Spartans stack in the middle, and Hannibal says, well, we'll run it outside. I just kind of wonder how healthy Aeneas Williams is. He hasn't had but one touch, out for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they're not wanting to run the ball with him between the tackles.
And this handoff. Run straight ahead. And a gain of 4. Oh, a gain of 5 for a 1st down. Hannibal will do that all night if they can pick up 1st down yardage. They are not in a hurry to score. They'd like to take a little time off that clock. As Thomas splits wide to the right, Aeneas Williams goes to the left. Veer formation. And this handoff on the option kept by Anders, and Anders springs ahead for about 7 to 8 yards. And they thought they had him stopped. That option play gets tricky when they're riding the handoff.
Yep, and a great choice to keep it late. Made that decision at the last possible second and was able to pick up 7.
It's also when you see penalty or fumbles. Back to throw, Anders. Now he'll keep it, running up the middle. He's got 1st down yardage and crushed as he was ran down by the defense. Chris Brown led the way. Also in on the play was Vernal Holt, but a 1st down for Hannibal. 2:11 to go, 1st quarter. Williams splits wide left. Anders on the veer, keeps it. Caught after faking the handoff and stood up, but he still gouged out about 3 yards. You don't see that veer very often anymore. Second down and a long 7. Time ticks away here in the first quarter. 6-0 Hannibal. They scored on a 34-yard touchdown pass from Anders to Aeneas Williams.
And a couple battle defensive linemen took a knee right there, trying to catch their breath.
Second down, 7. And the handoff to the back and into the second level is Essick. Essick with a nice surge up the middle for a gain of about 12. Spartans were looking for Anders to keep it. 1st and 10. Hannibal still playing hurry up. And nowhere to run this time for Essick. They did give him credit for 1 yard. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Back to throw Anders. Anders flushed out of the pocket, throws it in the flat where it's caught. As Williams came back to the football and hauled it in for a first down at the 9-yard line.
Pass is complete up to the 9-yard line, and your first and goal for the Pirates.
Yeah, great job by Williams working back to the ball there.
And really bailed his quarterback out. 1st and goal to go. They hand it off this time to Culp, sliding off to the left and angling down to about the 4-yard line, a gain of 5. Well, yeah, this Hannibal club just oozes with confidence, don't they?
Yeah, they got some swagger and can really tell that they expect to win on both sides of the ball.
And well coached, well organized. No questions about what's going to happen. 2nd and goal to go. And right up the middle goes Cody Culp for the touchdown, a 4-yard run. And Hannibal takes a 12-0 lead. Culp's just running behind that big offensive line. Xavier Washington, the center, 6'3", 325-pound senior.
Yeah, and Culp already with 9 carries in this first quarter, 30 yards, and they're adding on a touchdown.
And I think that's what Hannibal would like to do all night long. Burn clock, and now they'll go for the 2-point conversion. And they go to Culp again. And Culp drives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And it is 14-0 Hannibal with 6 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Cody Culp culminates a drive of 64 yards for that touchdown. We'll be back with more here on our KZOU Game of the Week in a moment.
On the go, stay in the know with the ABC 17 News app.
It's your first alert to breaking news, weather, and traffic impacts. Instant access to live video on the scene with updates in real time.
I'm gonna go ahead and step out of frame so you guys can see what we're seeing right now.
So no matter where you are, you'll always know the big stories happening right now.
Download the ABC 17 News app from the App Store or Google Play today. ABC 17 News. Get the app, get the alert.
Very impressive drive for the Hannibal Pirates as they move the ball 62 yards on 10 plays, scoring on a Cody Culp 4-yard touchdown plunge. It's just his third touchdown running the football on the season. And then he ran in the 2-point conversion. And Hannibal now with a 14-0 lead with 6 seconds to play in the opening frame. Nothing flashy thus far, but that big catch by Williams for a gain of about 25 yards in the first down to extend this drive.
Yeah, Williams 2 catches for over 50 yards already. He's been the big play guy. Other than that, they're just running that old-fashioned veer up the middle.
Onside kick, loose football. And
I think they got it.
Hannibal recovers it at the 49-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it was recovered by Dylan Bach. How about that? They never started the clock, so there's still 6 seconds left. But an onside kick. And Hannibal's got it again. And that's just not paying attention.
No, it's not. And you think the special teams coach saw something on film. They did a squib earlier, maybe looking at different ways to catch battle off guard and seeing that they're prone to fall asleep a little bit.
Trips to the right, back to throw Anders. He steps up, throws deep. Aeneas Williams a target on a stop and go, and it's incomplete. DeQuell right defending on the play. Pretty good coverage, actually. It will be the final play of the first quarter. We played one here at Battle High School, and it's the visitors. Hannibal 14, Battle nothing.
Are you looking for an exciting career? If so, then we're looking for you. Hitachi Energy is hiring full-time hourly team members at our Jeff City location with an average starting rate of $23 to $27 per hour. Full-time hires are eligible for benefits starting day one. An exciting career is waiting for you, so don't wait. Apply online today at hitachienergy.com/career.
Your car. The Muckins family of dealership needs it more than ever. It's the big buyback event at every Muckins location. No matter what you drive or where you bought it, we'll buy it today. Our volume advantage allows us to give you more for your old car, more than anywhere else. Plus, huge savings on every vehicle on our lots. You won't get more for your old car anywhere else. Visit the Joe Muckins family of dealerships today or click Muckins.com. Joe Muckins Automotive Group, part of the McClarty Automotive Group family.
Do you suffer from chronic pancreatitis? Then MCU is for you. Members experience benefits like saving more money with lower interest rates, an increased ability to get a great auto loan, and a home equity line of credit. MCU is not for everyone. Do not use if you're allergic to a fattening wallet, benefiting from profits, or being treated like a person, not a number. Continuous use of MCU may lead to higher levels of spending. Power?
Cut.
Breaking the fourth wall. Isn't that a little on the nose?
Let's go again. Reset.
Who writes this stuff?
Missouri Credit Union. From the pig, for the people.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
Welcome back to the KZOU Game of the Week as we move to the second quarter. Hannibal leading the Battle Spartans by a score of 14-0. Hannibal competing here tonight, trying to make it 6 wins in a row. The handoff goes to Landon Essig. Nowhere to run as he's brought down. A 1-yard loss. Hannibal competes in Class 4, District 4. And they're not even in first place in the district standings, as the tackle was made by Chris Brown. And you know those district standings, everybody's looking at those now to see where you go next week or who you host.
Yeah, and it's crazy that they're not atop of their district, as talented as they are.
They're 7-1, and they're not leading the district. It tells you the NCMC is not very strong, right? Williams in motion. Back to throw Anders, fires it in a flat, it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Essig. Now a decision for Hannibal, leading by 2 scores, midfield.
Yeah, and
10 yards.
Now that they're taking Anders out, or at least talking to him on the sideline, they may have communicated maybe a hard count or pooch punt or something here.
Well, he is the punter. Well, he can be the punter. Aeneas Williams is listed as the punter. Yeah, and there you go, up under center. 4th and 10. Anders rolls right, fires in a flat, and he's got Williams wide open. Boy, they gave him a big cushion. Williams with a 15-yard catch for the first down. And there was double coverage over there, but he was open.
Yeah,
wide
just
open.
Way too soft coverage. And on the outside, looked like Tucker Mullins was the closest guy in coverage, just did not read his out route there and recover in time.
1st and 10. Anders wants to go deep. Target is Williams, and this is incomplete. And there's all kinds of coverage, and now a flag flies in. It might have, I thought for a moment, intercepted. But I thought the defender had the inside lane on it, and it could be offensive interference.
It could be. Williams did a nice job breaking that up. It could have easily been intercepted. But we'll see what the call is.
Now Holt was defending on the play. But I thought he had position. And Williams came over the top. Pass. Oh, boy, I disagree with that one. It's against the Spartans. Pass interference.
Yeah, I don't know how they can call that defensive. I didn't see any early contact.
I did not either.
It's just a jump ball, and the defender is the one who got interfered with. So he could have made the interception.
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty. That results in a first down.
I didn't see it that way, but I don't have the whistle or the white hat or the striped shirt. 1st and 10 from the 19. Anders throws it in the flat. And it is caught for about an 8-yard gain. And it's Essick again to make the play. Essick came in with just 3 catches on the year for 23 yards, picked up 9 on that play. Battle's got to buckle down here. Here's the handoff, this time to Culp. Cody Culp stood up close to the yard to gain, the marker to gain, but I don't think he got it. He might have lost a yard.
Yeah, he did lose a yard there.
Tackled by Wyatt Belcher Key, 6'2", 225-pounder. Battle now with 12 men on the floor, 12 men on the field, and Matt Herman's going to call timeout. I think this is a good timeout. 10-10 to play in the first half. Battle trails Hannibal 14-0. We're back with more here on the east side of Columbia in a moment.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
Matt Herman employs his first time out of the night. I thought the timing of it was very good, Mike. His club's very tired. The defense been out there a lot here in the first half. And it's 3rd down and about 2. Hannibal trying to go up 3 scores.
Yeah, and their defense made a key stop to start this game in a similar situation, stopping them short of the line to gain a couple times. And here, I agree with what you said, taking it at this time and getting them to calm down a little bit, catch your breath, and get the right call, as you've got to expect a veer look for this 3rd down, and if you stop them, a 4th down. And really, probably the rest of this drive, they'll be running that veer look.
And if you're Hannibal, you are thinking about 4-down territory. Hannibal is capable of kicking a field goal. But right now, that'd be a consolation for them as they break their huddle and come out of the timeout. And Anders slides up under center. There is that veer look. And they hand it off. Essick. No, it was Culp, and he stopped shy of the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. The Battle Spartans plug the gap.
Yeah, and you've got to think that they're just going to load the box here at this stage, at this point of the field, and against this veer offense where you're getting every run downhill. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a keeper to the outside, maybe even to the short side of the field, to pick up this 4th down.
It's It's 4th down and a little more than 2 yards. They got to get the ball across the 10 for a first down. Thomas wide right, Aeneas Williams wide to the left, tight end to the left, and what a surge coming off the left side out of that veer by Essick for the first down, and it's 1st and goal to go from about the 7. And they come right back at you.
Just right downfield.
And on the option, Anders keeps it, and he scores as he runs it in from 7 yards out. Waylon Anders rushes for his 3rd touchdown of the year. 7-yard run. A lot of weapons, and Waylon Anders is one of them. And this drive, a big one for Hannibal as they took over the football on an onside kick. Here's the extra point attempt, and that kick is no good. He missed it wide left. And it is 20-0 Hannibal. And you just wonder if those mixed extra points may catch up with them sooner or later. But Waylon Anders on a 7-yard TD run caps the drive. We're back with more from Battle in a moment as Hannibal leads 20-0.
On the go, stay in the know with the ABC 17 News app.
It's your first alert to breaking news, weather, and traffic impacts. Instant access to live video on the scene with updates in real time.
I'm gonna go ahead and step out of frame so you guys can see what we're seeing right now.
So no matter where you are, you'll always know the big stories happening right now.
Download the ABC 17 News app from the App Store or Google Play today. ABC 17 News. Get the app, get the alert.
$20-0 as the Hannibal Pirates take advantage of an onside kick recovery, score on a Waylon Anders 7-yard touchdown run. What a drive as they moved the ball 52 yards on 9 plays, took 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Extra point attempt no good. And as much as Hannibal has dominated this first half, Micah, you feel like that battle, if they can find a way to move the football, will be right back in this thing.
Yeah, they just have not been able to be consistent offensively. I think it's going to have to be their passing game that gets them back in it.
End over end kick. Vernal Holt fields it, brings it back to about the 24-yard line. He might have got to the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Battle. Battle has had some receivers open that's either been drops or the pass wasn't on target, and they've got to find a way to play catch if they want to climb back into this game, because the Battle athletes have beaten the secondary of Hannibal but have not been able to make the play.
Yeah, and they saw something they liked going deep, and maybe the defense playing a little too tight of coverage, and they're wanting to expose that, but they just have not been able to convert their deep passing game.
Battle puts a man in motion in right, and they hand it off, and Keon Marshall with a hole, and the ball popped out, but they're going to rule him down. And it'll be a gain of about 7.
It's really the only running room we've seen in the back half so far for Battle. It's the first run for a positive gain for Marshall.
Battle trying to get it hooked up. Fernandez, 2-step drop, fires in a flat. It's caught by Donnelly for a first down as he's pushed out of bounds at about the 39. And you can't score 20 points instantly. You've got to start just cutting wood here. Yeah. Grind your way back into this game.
Just one play at a time and getting in a rhythm.
Wing to the left for Battle. Jaden Donnelly, the senior, wide to the near side. Now Jackman in motion. And the center forgot to snap the ball. Nathan Mislin.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Everyone else fired. Second down, 15. Aiden Butler out there offensively for Battle, lining up as a tight end. We haven't seen a lot of Aiden through the course of the first 8 games. And a fumble on the exchange, and I think Hannibal's got the football. They do. As Battle coughs it up on the quarterback running back exchange. And boy, great field position again for Hannibal.
And if you're the Battle defense, you're sitting there saying, you got to be kidding me. We just gave up a touchdown. We've been put in such a rough position seemingly every possession. And now they're back inside their own 30 after trying to just catch their breath.
And the defense back on the team, or back on the field. Wide to the right goes Quinn Thomas. Back to throw Anders. Anders flushed out of the pocket. He eludes a couple of tacklers and takes a slide at about the 28-yard line. Gain of about 1. They had a chance there and could not catch him. Anders is 5'9", 170, and he is elusive. Quinn Thomas wide right. Williams wide to the left. Anders drops, fires it in the flat. It's caught by Kane Wilson for a first down. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line. Kane Wilson, 6'2", 220-pound senior, has just more or less come on the scene for this Hannibal team, and he's been quite the addition as a tight end.
You see the size mismatch there from Wilson.
Hand off to Essig, and Essig gets it down to about the 8-yard line, a gain of 4 more. And Hannibal just does not have very many negative plays, do they?
Now really looking at the numbers, just 1 run so far for negative yardage.
This handoff goes to Essig, and he has stood up, but he picked up 1.5 yards. And they're in 4-down territory. They got a little work here to do, though. It's 3rd down and about 6. Out of the veer. And the ball is fumbled on the center quarterback exchange. And they blew the play down dead. It'll be procedure penalty against Hannibal.
Off. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Battle really can't afford to give up any more here midway through the 2nd quarter.
No, and they just need any type of momentum, whether it's getting a stop on 4th down or a turnover. They just got to pick their offense back up after they've struggled throughout this game.
Quinn Thomas wide right. Williams wide left. They look left. Williams open on a slant touchdown. They give him so many steps, and he's wide open. 12-yard touchdown strike. 2nd touchdown catch for Aeneas Williams tonight. 2nd touchdown pass for Waylon Anders tonight. This one a 12-yard strike. They make it look easy, don't they?
Yeah, just pitch and catch, and as you said, the defense playing too soft. And just a simple, quick slant, and Williams not even really challenged by the defense at the line of scrimmage.
Hannibal again going for 2. And this pass is caught by Kane Wilson for the 2-point conversion. As Kane Wilson hauled it in, and it is 28-0 Hannibal. And we'll take a break. Back with more in a moment.
I almost died in a car accident and had a stroke on November 27, 2018.
One of the things that our firm was able to do to help Randy was to get all of those medical bills reduced down so that he could enjoy his settlement to help him with speech therapy and get the therapies that he needed.
They are genuinely kind individuals who want to help you. They will fight for you. I am so grateful for what they did for me.
Are you looking for an exciting career? If so, then we're looking for you. Hitachi Energy is hiring full-time hourly team members at our Jeff City location with an average starting rate of $23 to $27 per hour. Full-time hires are eligible for benefits starting day one. An exciting career is waiting for you, so don't wait. Apply online today at hitachienergy.com/career.
Looking for a great deal on tires? Popeye's Tires and Garage in Columbia, where you can get the best prices in town on tires. Whether you want a used tire with lots of miles left on them or new tires at unbeatable price, we have them.
My dad also offers the best price on oil changes and other repairs to keep you safe on the road.
Popeye's Tires and Garage just off Pierce Road in Columbia. Come see us for a great deal on tires and repairs.
Six minutes, 4 seconds to play in the first half, and it's all Hannibal, 28-0 here at Battle. This will be our last production of high school football this year on KZOU, and I'd like to thank the entire crew. It takes an entire crew to make it happen, including our producer engineer John Hook, our director Cooper Bryant, chief engineer Eric Jones, general manager Curtis Varnes, and then from the Columbia Public Schools, David Egan, the district athletic director, director of marketing Sheila Kosler, and CPS Career Center Joe Whitman. It takes all of them, including the athletic director here at Battle and Sammy Simons. We thank you for all your help. As this end-over-end kick is short, and Holt will field it at the 20, trying to get outside near sideline. This is DeQual Wright, rather, and Wright brought down at about the 29-yard line. Not bad field position, but you got to take care of the football. We got a special crew working tonight here getting this game on, including our camera operators, Ava Morganson, Ellie Carlson, and Anna Maranello. They are getting it done, bringing you all the pictures, sights, and sounds. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. They need a score, down 28-0. Handoff goes to Keon Marshall. He's in trouble in the backfield, scrambles for a 1-yard gain. Now flag comes down from the back judge as Dylan Bach was tangled up with Nathan Mislin, the center. We saw the result of the confrontation, but I didn't see the beginning of it. 5:48 to play.
Looks like it's, personal foul Hannibal. So that could possibly jumpstart this Battle offense a little bit.
Well, you hope so. They're looking for something. Down 4 scores. That will be a first down.
After the end of the play, dead ball, personal foul on defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. That results in a first down.
The penalty starts like the 1st and 10 on the 47.
Now near midfield, the Spartans will try to find some type of momentum. Play action. Pass is caught. Nice leaping catch by Jaden Donnelly. And that's a first down. That ball was up, and Donnelly went up and got it. Donnelly listed at 6 foot, 160 pounds. Made a nice catch.
Yeah, and he did have Jackman wide open over the middle. The tight end who was wide open up the seam, but still able to complete and get the first down.
Fernandez now puts a man in motion, and Harris, who's been quiet tonight. And they hand it off to Keon Marshall up the middle, and Marshall surges for 5 or 6 yards. As he was tackled by Dylan Bach. I'm not so sure he didn't tackle Bach. He kind of roached him.
Yep, just kind of bulldozed him. And Marshall He's a very talented physical runner. Even though he may not look the biggest or strongest, he really runs fierce.
Great center of gravity.
Just hasn't had many opportunities.
He gets the call up the middle again, and he bulldozes his way inside the 35-yard line for a gain of 5. There's a lot of time in this game if Battle can find a way to move the football.
Yeah, absolutely. And whether they want to work as much clock as possible and punch it in the end zone, or if they score quick and try to get a stop, and then either way they're getting the ball after halftime too, so they just got to find a way to get points on the board in this second quarter before half.
Fernandez flips it out in the flat where it's caught by Donnelly for another first down. Gain of 8. And Battle getting a little rhythm going here. And Hannibal's going to call a timeout. The Hannibal Pirates want to reload this defense. It hasn't been the same since that personal foul penalty on Dylan Black. So a timeout called by Hannibal. Battle trails Hannibal 28-0.
On the go, stay in the know with the ABC 17 News app.
It's your first alert to breaking news, weather, and traffic impacts. Instant access to live video on the scene with updates in real time.
I'm gonna go ahead and step out of frame so you guys can see what we're seeing right now.
So no matter where you are, you'll always know the big stories happening right now.
Download the ABC 17 News app from the App Store or Google Play today. ABC 17 News. Get the app, get the alert.
4 minutes, 24 seconds remain here in the first half. Battle on the march. As the Spartans looking at a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of Hannibal. Spartans trying to get some points on the board here and get back into this game where they trail 28-0. Try to get you some scores from around mid-Missouri at the half. We'll have some stats. Feature the marching band. And now a fumble on the exchange between Marshall and Fernandez. And I think the Spartans are able to recover. Maybe they indicate. No, Hannibal says they got it, and they turned it over again. And that was on the quarterback, halfback exchange. Yep. And it really looked like they were fighting over the ball, didn't it?
For the second time, and it's that read option look, and either the running back tries to take it when he's not supposed to, or the quarterback doesn't give it away when he's supposed to, or holds on too long, and then someone's got to make a decision, and it ends up in a fumble. 3rd turnover already for Battle.
Oh, you're counting the onside kick, right?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. So it doesn't technically go down as a turnover.
Muff, yeah.
But not only it wasn't just their second fumble, as they were able to land on another one earlier.
They've coughed it up twice with the offense. And out of the veer with the carry, the right back for the Pirates, and that is Cody Culp. Well, we see so few teams anymore with run-oriented offense. You don't do your pre-snap checks on who's in the backfield. When there's multiple backs back there, it makes it very important. 2nd down and 4. And this goes to Essig. Essig into the second level across midfield and brought down at the Spartan 39 as he darted through the middle on that counterplay. And here come the Spartans, or rather the Pirates, working without a huddle. And Battle calls a timeout with 3:27 to play in the half. Try to get their legs back underneath them after that first down picked up by Hannibal. Hannibal leads at 28-0. We'll be right back.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
Hannibal leading 28-0 on the march. They have plenty of time on the clock, Micah. 3 minutes, 27 seconds here in the half. And the way their running game's starting to find their rhythm, taking advantage of another Spartan turnover. They're going to be a handful here to hold out before the end of the half.
And it just feels like any sort of momentum battle had, and that offensive possession was just completely deflated, and now just can't get any momentum.
The handoff goes to Cody Culp, the senior, and he plows forward for a good 5-yard gain. And that's all you could ask for.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that just up the middle tonight as Culp with already 12 carries and only 42 yards, but so many 3, 4, 5-yard runs that are good enough to keep the drives going.
They throw it in the flat. It's caught by Wilson. Wilson stood up short of first down yardage. And it'll be 3rd down and short yardage for Hannibal.
You got to think Hannibal's just going to run out the clock to this end this half and still play aggressive looking for a touchdown, but mix in a little bit of the hurry up with their slowed down formations.
Anders hands it off, and look at the surge from the line and from that running back for 1st down. It's Cody Culp, the senior, has those legs churning. You know, we look for Mike Ferrara to work out of that backfield.
Just thinking.
We haven't seen him.
Zero touches.
I haven't seen him on the field.
Maybe dealing with an injury, perhaps, that we don't know about.
This pitch goes to Asek around the right end, and he picks up 3 yards. 2 minutes to play in the half. Hannibal's got to be a bit concerned with the clock, but they do have 22 out here in the flat. Has one-on-one coverage. Hannibal determined to run the ball and driving straight ahead. For the Pirates is Cody Culp for another 1st down. That stops the clock with 1:44 to play. They move the chains. Hannibal ready to snap it. And again they go to Essick. Essick around the right side for another 5-yard run. Nothing's more demoralizing than watching a team move the ball on your defense down the field, 4 and 5 yards play, chewing up time and yardage, and then punch it in on a 2-yard run.
Yeah, and you got to think Battle knows what's coming, and they just can't stop it.
That offensive line getting it done for Hannibal. Anders wants to throw, rolling to his left, sets up and fires to Wilson, wide open for the touchdown. Kane Wilson got free, and the touchdown strike for the touchdown. As Anders throws for his 3rd touchdown of the night. This time Kane Wilson, the tight end. That's his 2nd touchdown catch of the year. A 12-yard strike. What a drive by Hannibal. Again, taking over the football after the turnover. Now Anders' extra point is no good. He shanked that one wide right. 70-yard drive, 9 plays, 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Extra point no good. Touchdown pass from Anders to Kane Wilson. Wilson's 2nd touchdown catch of the year. and Hannibal has a 34-0 lead.
Attention fans, with the exception of halftime, middle school students and younger must be seated with the adult they enter the stadium with.
With 1:02 to play in the first half. As the Hannibal Pirates rolling here. I mentioned that they've won the NCMC this year. They went undefeated through the league. Hannibal beat Jefferson City 42-20 earlier, but then it was ruled a forfeit win for Hannibal. So it goes down as a 13-0 score when it comes to the point system for the playoffs. Troy Buchanan was the next victim for Hannibal, as Hannibal beat Troy Buchanan 34-28. Then they whipped Fulton 77-6. They won at Mexico 61-7. Beat Kirksville 53-0. Won at Moberly 28-8. Beat Marshall 56-7. And now tonight here at Battle. Their only loss was to Helias. That was week 1, 49-13, as Helias, who went on to win the CMAC, putting together another great year. They have 2 losses on the season. As DeQual Wright fields this one at the 12, near sideline. Wright stays on his feet, down to about the 29-yard line.
Right on the return for the Spartans.
Actually, Elias is 7-1, a lone loss at Cardinal Ritter. Now, Battle's going to have to work quickly.
And at this stage, you're down 5 scores early.
And they have one timeout left with 54 seconds to play. And I think we have a timeout on the field right now.
Injured player.
We'll be back with more here at Battle in a moment.
On the go, stay in the know with the ABC 17 News app. It's your first alert to breaking news, weather, and traffic impacts. Instant access to live video on the scene with updates in real time.
I'm going to go ahead and step out of frame so you guys can see what we're seeing right now.
So no matter where you are, you'll always know the big stories happening right now.
Download the ABC 17 News app from the App Store or Google Play today. ABC 17 News. Get the app, get the alert.
Hannibal 34, Battle nothing with 54 seconds to play in the first half. We have all the festivities of halftime here at Battle on senior night coming your way. Stick around for that. An injured Battle player helped off the field, and that is Eric Hill, southboard, 5'7", 175 pounds. They'll try to get him into a comfortable mode and hopefully get him back into the game. 1st and 10. Alex Fernandez, the 6'2", 190-pound senior, takes the snap, drops back, pressure, throws in a flat, it's incomplete. Again, trying to connect with Jaden Donnelly. Donnelly had a 70-yard touchdown reception last week versus Jefferson City. Had a chance for a touchdown here earlier tonight and dropped it.
And then that next play, I believe, was overthrown. Could have had a chance to redeem that drop touchdown. But right now, if you're Battle, you're obviously just looking to score before halftime and establish a rhythm as an offense.
Here's a flip pass out to Keon Marshall, near sideline. Marshall to midfield. Marshall thrown out of bounds at about the 34, 35-yard line. Nice play. Marshall was wide open as he ripped off the 35-yard reception. That might be Battle's biggest play of the night offensively.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I like them using Marshall as a receiver, which the defense may not expect. And they had just 45 passing yards before that play, and now almost get as many yards on that completion.
Back to throw, Fernandez. He's got 2 receivers, DeQual Wright and Dunley. Ball knocked in the air, goes incomplete, a flag down. And you got to think this is going to be defensive pass interference.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is a preliminary indication from Mike Cusack. I will move Battle down the field with 36 seconds to play. Wright and Dudley were both there. So they step off the 15-yarder.
Pass interference, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. That results in a first down.
This is Battle's deepest penetration into Hannibal territory, and they're still not in their red zone.
Yeah, and they're a little closer than they were last drive when it stalled out with the fumble. Gotta take advantage here.
Fernandez throws over the middle, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 32 seconds to play. I believe Battle has one timeout remaining.
I have him with one as well. Which will be useful here with just 32 seconds. They can throw it over the middle if they need to.
Back to throw. Fernandez, it's caught by Dunley inside the 10-yard line at about the 8. And that's enough for another first down. It'll be first and goal to go, 27 seconds to play in the half. Battle trying to put some points on the board. And they are in the red zone now. Ball spotted just outside the 8. Keon Marshall lines up in that backfield. Man in motion, and Sanders. And the pass is incomplete. DeQuell Wright, I think, was the target, but got hung up in traffic. And it goes incomplete.
Yeah, they had the right play call, and Wright was just, looked like he was maybe supposed to go to the post route and instead was just filtering to the flat. Right play call for him, though, as if Fernandez didn't throw it over his head, he would have had him for a touchdown.
That was reminiscent of the Hickman drive when Hickman played here at Battle, and they were down inside the 5 and threw an incomplete pass on a fade to that corner. Remember that?
Yeah, I think so. It was a similar play. Looked like Wright was just a little too far underneath.
This pass is fired in the flat, and the tackle made at the 5-yard line, and that was DeQuell Wright with a catch. And now Battle will use their final timeout with 14 seconds to play. 14 seconds to play here in the first half. Hannibal 34, Battle nothing.
On the go? Stay in the know with the ABC 17 News app. It's your first alert to breaking news, weather, and traffic impacts. Instant access to live video on the scene with updates in real time.
I'm gonna go ahead and step out of frame so you guys can see what we're seeing right now.
So no matter where you are, you'll always know the big stories happening right now.
Download the ABC 17 News app from the App Store or Google Play today. ABC 17 News. Get the app, get the alert.
17 seconds to play here in the first half. Battle needing points desperately, trailing 34-0. Looking at a 3rd and goal to go. Ball spotted just outside the 6-yard line. Jaden Donnelly splits wide to the left. DeQuell Wright will go with him. Coming wide to the near side, Devin Harris. Ball would be spotted now on the left hash mark.
Official resets the play clocks. I was about to say, should not be punishing the Battle offense for the ball being put in the wrong spot there.
Back to throw. Fernandez, he's in trouble, and down he goes, and he had that ball out there. He's able to hang on, but big sack for the Pirates.
That'll end the half.
And they are not going to get another playoff. They have no more timeouts. The sack ends the half. And we have reached the midway point of this one. And the Hannibal Pirates with a 34-0 advantage. We'll be back with tonight's halftime show and more in a moment.
ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday High School Halftime is sponsored by Hitachi Energy. Inspire the next.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
Your car. The Muckins family of dealership needs it more than ever. It's the big buyback event at every Muckins location. No matter what you drive or where you bought it, we'll buy it today. Our volume advantage allows us to give you more for your old car, more than anywhere else. Plus, huge savings on every vehicle on our lots. You won't get more for your old car anywhere else. Visit the Joe Muckins family of dealerships today or click Muckins.com. Joe Muckins Automotive Group, part of the McClarty Automotive Group family.
Looking for a great deal on a new used car? Hoyt Auto Sales in Millersburg may have just what you're looking for.
I'm Mike Hoyt, and I have over 37 years experience in the auto body repair industry. The vehicles I sell have been wrecked and rebuilt and are priced accordingly. I work hard to make sure these vehicles are sound in every way before I put them on the lot for sale.
For a great deal on a used car, come see me.
Hoyt Auto Sales.
Just a mile and a half south of I-70 at exit 137 in Millersburg.
It's halftime here at Battle High School, 34-0. The Hannibal Pirates with the advantage. Hannibal and Battle have been playing since Battle started playing football here some 11 years ago. And Battle actually leads the series 6-4, but Hannibal has won the last two meetings, and right now they're in control of this one, leading by a score of 34-0 as the Battle marching band prepares along with some festivities going on down on the field, and we're going to take you down there. I think they're recognizing the marching band's senior members here tonight on the final home game of the regular season. And for Battle, they're going to have to go on the road, it looks like, for postseason play, and then play their way back here to playing at home if that's possible at all, depending on how things fall. So that's what's taken place. The Hannibal Pirates have dominated this game. They led at 14-0 after one quarter, lead it now 34-0 after two. And we get set for the presentations that'll take place down on the field, as it's all Hannibal here after one half. Spartans missed an opportunity to score right before the end of the half. So their drive stalled with a sack, and the time ran out. They had the ball in that red zone deep and could not punch it across. As it looks like everyone is getting into position, and we'll take you down to the field here at Battle.
Your attention, please. At this time, we would like to recognize some more amazing Spartans. Tonight, we honor our band seniors for their commitment to Battle High School. Rick Engel, escorted by Father Charles Engel and Mother Brittany Cohn. Allison Bertrand, escorted by parents Chelsea and Darren Bertrand. Brooke Bliven, escorted tonight by parents Nicole and Brian Bliven. Ethan Cooper, escorted by mother and father Amanda and Scott Cooper. Xander Crouch, escorted this evening by parents Brandy and Noah Crouch. Jeremy Dudley, escorted by parents Gwen and Scott Dudley. Quincy Greening, escorted tonight by Amy and Bob Brummer and Jamie Greening. Avery Hayner, escorted by parents Michelle and Joe Hayner. Alexander Henderson, escorted by mother and father Luba and Richard Henderson. Nicholas Hyman, escorted this evening by parents Lindsay and Michael Hyman and brother Eric. Amanda Hughes, escorted by mother Joy Hughes and her father Philip Hughes. Elijah Cummings and Jules Sam, escorted by parents Holly and Melt Sam, along with teacher Josh Wedemeyer. Adriana Johnson, escorted by mother Angela Morris and father John Johnson. Carriana Kyle, escorted this evening by mother Blair Kyle. Charlie Court, escorted tonight by parents Amy and John Court. Albert Lee, escorted by father Aaron Lee. Kiara Lopez Espinosa, escorted by mother Nancy Lopez Espinosa and father Jose Jimenez. Samantha Mullins, escorted by parents Nicole and Jason Asdell and brother Tucker Mullins. Karma Reevely, escorted tonight by grandmother Brenda Bell and aunt Erin Raleigh. Athen Stokes, escorted by father Steve Stokes. Gavin Van Buren, escorted by parents Christina and Matthew Van Buren. And Jessica Zahner, escorted this evening by parents Aaron and Laura Zahner. Congratulations to our Battle High School seniors and thank you to their families. Now on the field, the 2023 Battle High School Marching Band under the direction of Kim Foley, Mark Lewis, and Bob Dalhewer. The marching band is also assisted by field technician Logan King. Drumlines instructors Grayson Smallin and Austin Kent. Visual caption head Jeff White. Color guard instructors Samantha Keithline and sound engineer Mitch Canote. The drum majors are Samantha Mullins and Ethan Cooper. Tonight's show features clarinet soloist Parker Hardesty and flute soloist Avery Hayner. Tonight, the band will perform their 2023 field show entitled Pink. Drum major Samantha Mullins and Ethan Cooper, is your band ready? Battle High School Band, you may take the field.
That's the Battle Marching Band. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the halftime in a moment.
1851 Underground Tap and Grill offers historical architecture, great food, and an unforgettable experience.
It's a great place for specialty burgers, and be sure to try the Fire and Ice Chicken.
We love to bring our clients for half-price appetizers. Great food, great location, great service. What more could you want?
Come see for yourself.
Why we say,
We're good friends,
great food,
and excellent service come together.
Sunday on ABC 17 News at 10.
He said the whole town Woolridge is on fire. We couldn't get close enough. It was so hot.
1 year after a wildfire destroyed this community, I'm speaking with those who witnessed the devastation firsthand.
Because we're down in a hole, it was hard for us to communicate with each other.
In a special report, I'll look at the response, what emergency responders learned, and how community members are moving forward. The Woolridge fire, 1 year later, Sunday at ABC 17 News at 10 on KMIZ.
I'm here at Algier Salvage in Millersburg with George Algier. George, what services do you offer here?
Well, we buy scrap cars, we buy aluminum, copper, white goods, any kind of heavy iron, pretty much anything to do with recycling in the way of metals. We handle all of that. Bring your cars to us, or we can go and we can bid on them and come and get them, and we always haul them free.
From Algier Salvage in Millersburg.
Come see us.
Here at Battle High School, we're at the half, and it's Hannibal 34, Battle nothing. Hannibal trying to improve their record to 8-1 on the regular season. Battle with a lot of work to do, trying to improve to 4-5 on the regular season. It's been a tough year for our first-year coach Matt Herman and Battle Spartans. As we take a look around Central Missouri with scores from the area, first off, across town, Hickman is trailing Belleville West out of Illinois 17-14. That's near the half. Rockbridge and Francis Howe are mixed up in a good one. It's 14-14. Elias has already posted a win in St. Louis. They beat Vianney by a score of 42-0. Jefferson City currently leads Moberly at the half 7-0. Capital City has a 27-14 lead against Kirksville. Father Tolton continues to roll. They're undefeated. They are now leading Fayette at the half 49-0. Harrisburg leads Scotland County 20-7. Centralia 28, Macon nothing. It's Boonville 35, Eldon 21 at the half. Southern Boone leads Blair Oaks 22-19. That's number 1 taking on number 10. Blair Oaks number 1 trailing Southern Boone 22-19. Hallsville having a tough year. Coach Conyers' club trails California 20-6, and Camdenton has a 35-7 lead against Springfield Glendale. That is a look at what's going on here at Battle High School. Battle is trailing Hannibal by a score 34-0. And Micah, you have some statistics from the first half.
Yeah, that's right, Tex. And the scoreboard, obviously heavy Hannibal tonight, and the stats say no different, as they have 46 total plays they ran in that first half for 255 total yards, about 5.5 yards per play. Really impressive, and most of that coming on the ground. So they ran the ball 32 times for 131 rushing yards in the first half, and got a touchdown run from a pair of touchdown runs, one by their quarterback Anders and the other by Culp. And Culp's their leading rusher, 14 carries, 54 yards, touchdown. Essig right behind him, 12 carries, 51 yards. And then Anders with 6 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. And have not seen Aeneas Williams out of the backfield, but he is their leading receiver. 4 catches, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Anders passing, 9 for 14, 124 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So they've been running the ball a lot, but getting whatever they want through the air, and 3 touchdowns in that first half, 124 passing yards, as I mentioned. And the one area where Battle looked better than Hannibal was penalties. 3 penalties, 35 yards for Hannibal. Battle did have 3 penalties, but just 25 yards in penalties there. And also receiving, the tight end Wilson, 3 catches, 34 yards and a touchdown. And Essig, 2 catches, 11 yards. And that is Hannibal's first half. And for Battle, just 98 passing yards, -6 rushing yards in that first half.
Very good job, Micah. We're going to take a break. We'll have the second half for you in a moment. This is the KZOU Friday night game of the week.
Are you looking for an exciting career? If so, then we're looking for you. Hitachi Energy is hiring full-time hourly team members at our Jeff City location with an average starting rate of $23 to $27 per hour. Full-time hires are eligible for benefits starting day one. An exciting career is waiting for you, so don't wait. Apply online today at hitachienergy.com/career.
What's the Jim Butler CDJR Powerhouse secret? Why are we Mid-Missouri's #1 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer? Is it our huge selection? Our no-hassle sales process? Could it be that we give the most for trade-ins? Is it our best price guarantee? Is it because we say yes when other dealers say no? Whatever it is, people from across the country are buying from Jim Butler and discovering the Powerhouse difference. Get started at cdjrpowerhouse.com during Jeep Adventure Days.
Do you suffer from chronic pancreatitis? Then MCU is for you. Members experience benefits like saving more money with lower interest rates, an increased ability to get a great auto loan, and a home equity line of credit. MCU is not for everyone. Do not use if you're allergic to a fattening wallet, benefiting from profits, or being treated like a person, not a number. Continuous use of MCU may lead to higher levels of spending. Power?
Cut.
Breaking the fourth wall. Isn't that a little on the nose?
Let's go again. Reset.
Who writes this stuff?
Missouri Credit Union. From the pig, for the people.
You've been watching ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday High School Halftime. Sponsored by Hitachi Energy. Inspire the next.
Battle will get the football to start the second half, and Micah, they need to put together a drive and get a little momentum here. They were driving the football when their possession stalled at the end of the half, and they needed points there bad. They've self-destructed a couple of times with some turnovers, especially quarterback, running back exchange, and they've just not been able to find anything positive here, and they've got to get something going down 34-0. They're a point away from having that turbo clock turned on against them.
Yeah, and self-destructed is right, and really the only thing they've been getting going offensively is passing it, and Fernandez has had a decent half, but the two fumbles just continuing to haunt this Battle offense.
DeQuell Wright makes the catch at the 15 to the 20, back out to about the 24.5, 25-yard line, where Battle will start this drive to open the second half. As the Hannibal Pirates have thrown some shutouts this year, and they're trying to do one here in Columbia tonight. They shut out Kirksville earlier. They got a shutout against Jeff City on paper, but on the field they gave up some scores. They have played very good defensively, though, on the year, giving up just 15, almost 16 points a game. And the handoff, and nowhere to run for the Battle tailback. As Keon Marshall's had a tough night here tonight. As Hannibal's big defensive front has dominated this game. And that's opened lanes for the linebackers. Dylan Bach has had a ton of tackles tonight.
Battle just unable to run the football. Marshall with 13 yards on 8 carries. As a team, they're at -6 yards rushing, and in large part due to that sack towards the end of the half. But I'm going to be interested to see if they try to run it in the second half.
Fernandez fires it into flat, and that's incomplete, as the intended receiver Wright could not come up with a low pass. But, you know, after a half of football, you're going to give up a sack here and there. Not that you want to, but you think that you'd have enough positive yardage that your stats could take it.
Right, and I think the one positive for this Battle offense, I think, was their pass blocking up front. And it's just the one sack allowed in the very last play of the half. They've done a good job of kind of moving the pocket around, and Fernandez has been getting rid of it. But that's a false start there on the left guard. Cook, I believe.
That was 3rd and 10, and now it's going to be 3rd and 15.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
You know, it's just so evident the experience of that front for the Hannibal Pirates, and the the smarts that they play the game with. Out of the pistol. Fernandez trying to pull him off with his cadence, get those 5 yards back.
And you talk about smarts, the battle, or Hannibal defensive line, I think, drew that false start.
His pass is complete in the flat to DeQual Wright, and he's brought down shy of first down yardage, and you look for Battle to punt here. But, you know, you're down 34-0. Do you punt?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because you don't want to make the wound even worse, but at some point you
got to take some chances.
Have to take some chances because there's still so much time.
4th down and about 4. Fernandez throws in the flat, and it is caught for first down.
Pass to Devin Harris is complete. Good for about
As Devin Harris makes his first catch of the night. He had 12 coming in, and he was wide open.
Yeah, first catch for Harris, as you mentioned, which is definitely a surprise to me. I'm sure you're surprised as well, as he's been featured a lot this season.
They're going deep, and that pass is broken up. No flags. Devin Harris was the target. The Battle coaching staff was looking for a hold.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
And a lot of contact after trying to get that outside release on the route. So we could hear the coaches next to us screaming for it, and I agree with them. That's too much contact. It's at least holding, if not pass interference.
Dorian Turner was defending on that play for Hannibal. Twin receivers to the left. And they give the ball to Marshall up the middle, sidesteps a tackler across the 45, has first down yardage, brought down near midfield.
Keon Harris on the carry. Keon Marshall on the carry.
As Marshall with a good run on the left side. Just underway in the second half, 34-0. Hannibal leading, Battle trying to get back into this game. Boy, teams have passed here at Battle. They've been able to climb back out of some deep holes. Play action. Fernandez throws it. It is incomplete. Fernandez was hit as he let it go, and the pass is a bit short. And trying to come back to make the catch was Chris Brown, or rather Jackman, Elijah Jackman, and he could not come back to the ball.
Yeah, and it looked like Ashland Sharkey came off the edge, corner blitz there, making the hit. Definitely affected the throw, but Jackman just could not bring it down.
And I believe this is Fernandez that is down.
He did take a shot, but really a well-thrown ball by him after getting hit right as he threw it.
I think it affected his follow-through, and that's why he didn't get the distance he wanted, but he is now down, and we're trying to get a read on the number for sure. And that is Fernandez, as Alex was shaken up on the play, and he'll have to come out. Will it be Tucker Mullins or Kendall Wilkerson? Mullins, 6'3", 170-pound junior, is 0-1 in the passing department.
Looks like Wilkerson just checked in.
And Wilkerson is number 11, 5'10", 195-pound sophomore. So it does look like it'll be Wilkerson on a 2nd and 10 from the 48. Think they'll run the ball?
Yeah, with your first play with the backup out there wouldn't surprise me, but down this much, you may just continue to air it out.
Dropping back to throw is Wilkerson. He is hit, fumbles the ball, it's loose. Hannibal's got it. Kendall Wilkerson rolling, trying to buy some time, and he got popped, and the ball came out, and Hannibal's got the football 1st and 10. Here with 9:39 to play in the third quarter, and that is not what Battle could afford to have happen.
No, and that's the third turnover of the game, all of which have been fumbles. First time it's been on a sack. It's just the second sack given up, but just obviously a tough situation with your backup out there, and immediately you don't block for them. It's just tough to see for this Battle offense.
38-yard line is where they give it up on the fumble. And the handoff. Esick around the right end. Gouges out about 6 yards again on the run. They just make it look easy, but it looks easy because of the play of the offensive line.
Right, and like we've said multiple times, Battle's got to know it's coming. It's very simple run schemes up the middle.
And straight veer. A lot of one-on-one. As Culp gets the ball inside the 30, picks up about 4 yards, 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. And Hannibal's not in a hurry here.
Oh, no.
Right now, their enemy is the clock.
And you got to be thinking that for the rest of this game, I mean, they may decide to throw it here or there, but there's no reason to. They can just control this clock the rest of the way.
Anders on the keeper up the middle's got a first down. First and 10. But if I was to award a football to the player of the game, I think I'd have to have about 5 of them for that offensive line. Anders airs it out over the middle. It's incomplete. And we'll make it a 2nd and 10. A couple of receivers there for Hannibal, but there were also a couple defenders there for the Spartans to break that up.
And you talk about all the impact players.
And there is a flag down. This could be a hold.
Giving away game balls. I mean, you look first half, 2 guys with over 50 rushing yards, and Anders 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 rushing.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
You know, and you mentioned this with your stat report at the half. Not a lot of penalties for either one of these clubs.
No, 3 each, and Hannibal now with 4 for 45 yards. But it was really a clean half of football in terms of penalties for both teams. There was a big pass interference called on Hannibal, and then one that we thought was poorly called on Battle. Those were really the big penalties, one by each team.
And personal foul on Hannibal at the end of the half. Williams splits wide to the left, picked up by DeQuell right. Out of the veer, back to throw. Anders has time. Now pocket collapses, flushed out of the pocket. This is where he's dangerous. He tucks it and goes and slides at about the 26-yard line. I think if he wanted to weave and dodge and cut, I think he could have got more yardage.
Yeah, just played it safe, being smart, not taking an unnecessary hit, and understanding that they're in a spot where they're just trying to make up yardage after the penalty and gets right back near the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And this is Esick. He has about 3. They're in 4-down territory, not going anywhere as the clock continues to unwind here midway through the 3rd quarter.
And that was another reason to
slide
on that previous play. But he is quite shifty, and we've seen him pick up some nice yardage.
Well, he's a 2-sport athlete. He also catches. Waylon Anders does.
He's been great scrambling and creating open receivers using his legs too, buying time. It's back to the veer look.
And this time getting the call is Esick. It's going to be 4th down. Long yardage, probably 4th at about 6.
We'll see if they air it out here needing 7 yards.
Or do you kick one?
Or, yeah, they could kick it to get the turbo clock running. Would be not an easy field goal.
No, they're talking about a little distance, even though there's no wind here tonight. 4th down, and a long 6. Pass is complete. Guess who?
Yeah.
Mr. I need 10 yards. We go to Aeneas Williams. He was wide open in the flat. They've just used him when they've needed him.
Right. And
I mean, that sounds harsh, but they have used him when they've needed to make a play.
It's absolutely right. Every single catch he's had is for a first down or a touchdown. His 5 catches, 89 yards, all of them more than 10 yards every catch or completion. No rushing attempts for Williams.
No, he has not even lined up close to the backfield. And now a timeout called, and there's procedure, I think.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And if I'm Battle, I would double team Williams, even on that short route, having 2 guys on him because it's clear that they cannot cover him one-on-one, and you got to get off the field there to make this any sort of ball game. Just such an easy completion to a guy that talented.
Well, it's not like they've been tight on him. They've given him space, and it's cost them.
Too big of a cushion.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 7, and you're giving him 8 yards cushion. It just doesn't really make much sense.
Anders gives it to Cody Culp, the senior. And after the penalty, he picks up about 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and a long 11. But you can see Hannibal here. They are burning time, milking that clock down.
And they have not gone away from that veer.
Back to throw Anders, rolling right, throwing, it's incomplete. As he tried to connect with Kane Wilson, he's tied in. And he let him a little too far. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, just not quite the right touch there. I thought Wilson was the guy that was open. Just floated it a little too much there. Wilson is a guy I like them targeting in the red zone, which we saw earlier. It's his 12-yard touchdown catch.
Samson Ojo is defending on the play. We haven't said his name enough tonight, have we?
It's been surprising he hasn't been in on more tackles.
So it's 3rd down, 11. Ball at the 14. Anders will throw, has time, now chased out of the pocket. He pumps once, will keep it, and sidesteps a tackler down near the line to gain, and is forced down after picking up first down yardage, and it's 1st and goal to go. How about that run? And in his wake, a downed Battle Spartan shaking up on the play appears to be Jaden Dunley.
Yeah, and Anders was just so poised there. Didn't panic, just floats to the outside, picks up the first down and more, gets to about the 1-yard line. But you hate to see Donnelly down in pain. Didn't quite see what it was. So he was defending on that sideline, trying to make a tackle.
I don't know if he took a hit or if he just got juked by the quarterback Anders, and he couldn't respond. So we have a timeout here on the field at Battle. It's 34-0 Hannibal. We'll be back in a moment.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
1st and goal to go for the Hannibal Pirates. They lead the Battle Spartans by a score of 34-0. Hannibal takes over the football after a fumble. It's been that kind of night for Battle. They've turned it over 3 times and then muffed it onside kick. Under center is Anders. Anders fakes the handoff and scampers in untouched for a 1-yard touchdown run. And it is 40-0 Hannibal. No flags down on the field. That is Anders' second touchdown run of the night. They've mixed it up, haven't they, Micah?
Yeah, 5th total touchdown for Waylon Anders. Got 3 through the air. Second rushing touchdown there, and he really deserved the touchdown after that great play on 3rd down to extend the play. Nothing was there for the called passing play, and he just goes down the left sideline for the touchdown.
38-yard drive. Took a total of 12 plays, 4 minutes and 13 seconds. That's about the way you draw it up, right?
Yeah, only threw it a couple times.
Threw it when had to. Now the point after is good as it's driven through, and it's 41-0 Hannibal. We'll be back with more in a moment.
After dealing with an accident, most people are concerned about the mounting medical expenses, the loss of their job, how to get by with their injuries.
We can help put them back in control. We can give order back to their life and let them get better while we handle all the other issues flying around them.
The medical bills, talking with the insurance companies, taking everything off their plate so they only have to focus on getting better.
Go to lawmissouri.com and see how Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer can help you.
Get 11% off everything at Menards and take care of all your automotive needs. From tools and accessories to maintenance and everything in between. Wiper blades? Copy that. Motor oil? Done. Trust Menards to help out with all your automotive needs. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline High Mileage Motor Oil. It's a synthetic blend to maximize engine life in vehicles over 75,000 miles. Pick up a quart for only $3.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Jim Butler, CDJR, is bringing you the showdown you've been waiting for. Jeep versus Ram. Will it be a Jeep thing that takes you to the top? Or will you be grabbing life by the horns? Jeep versus Ram. Only Jim Butler gives you the new selection, the savings, and the buying power to choose your side once and for all. Don't miss a second of the action in Lynn, Centralia, or at cdjrpowerhouse.com during Jeep Adventure Days.
42-0. Is that the right score?
Should be.
Didn't they kick that extra point? No.
I guess.
The 2-point
yeah,
extra
did,
point. 42.
Just run it.
He ran it in. Okay. 39-yard drive, 12 plays, 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Extra point ran in. 42-0 Hannibal with a lead. And now we will have a turbo clock once the play resumes. And here is the kickoff. Booted by Essig. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. As the Spartans, who got the ball in the red zone one time in the first half, that's as close as they've been to scoring.
Yeah, and they did have 2 other drives that were right outside of the red zone. So I believe they got inside the 40 twice, outside of that other drive, getting inside the 20. I think they were inside the 30, or at least close to it, both of those other drives. But it's really been self-inflicted. I mean, the fumbles on just simple quarterback, running back exchanges, which you expect on option plays, but they haven't really run many options, and that was just simple errors that they're making.
And still out there quarterbacking is the sophomore. And he hands it off. Kendall Wilkerson taking over for the injured Alex Fernandez. We're going to take a look at the playoff scenario for the Battle Spartans and the rest of the teams out of Columbia here when we get a moment, as the clock is now off and running. Back to throw, Wilkerson. It's caught here in the flat as that catch was made. Coming up with the catch is Teddy Aaron McBride.
making the tackle was Dorian Turner, who just blew up McBride right after he caught it.
That's McBride's third catch of the year. To Darian McBride with the catch, but he paid the price. Wilkerson now in trouble, smothered in the backfield. As Hannibal's linebacker, Kason McAfee, come busting through. McAfee is another sophomore linebacker. Those two linebackers are sophomores. 4th down for Battle.
They don't look like sophomores.
McAfee is 5'11", 195 pounds. Bach is 5'10", 190.
They play a lot bigger.
Sharkey, 6'2", 200-pound senior. Wilkerson fires it in the flat, caught by the wall right.
I think he's going to be short, just short.
No, I think he's got it. His right was thrown backwards, but they're spotting him at the 46. That'd be good for first down.
Oh,
now they've changed it.
Officials overruling. They're going to call a sideline penalty as the Battle sideline got onto the field reacting to one ref signaling that they didn't pick up the first down. So I guess if they call it a first down, they'll just take 15 off of it.
Well, the penalty came after the play.
Since it's after the play, so it won't affect the first down if that's how they rule it. But if they give it to Hannibal.
The officials now, they're having a discussion on where that ball was down, where the forward progress was.
One saying, yep, forward progress. So they'll give them the first by where the ball's being spot. No need for a measurement.
No, and it's 2 yards deep for the first down.
One, I guess another
That's
official.
Clark Swisher, the umpire. He said his forward progress is right here.
And he was adamant about where exactly he had forward progress. But that'll be marked 15 yards back, I would think.
Well, they may pick that flag up.
But do you get a warning for that? I know on some levels you do. I would think high school's no different.
Yeah, they picked it up. They picked the flag up. 1st and 10. Chain Gang hasn't reacted yet. They're still over there trying to
process
interpret
everything.
what they just watched as well.
But nice play by Wilkerson there. Throw was a little high.
The Chain Gang hasn't moved. They parked the Chain Gang here, and they are not moving until somebody says move, which is the way it's supposed to be, right?
Right. Just took a long time for them to sort it out, but now we're up and moving. It did stop the turbo clock for a little while.
No doubt. And Coach Jeff Geschwinder is getting an explanation on the far sideline. Man, what a job he's done with this Hannibal team. You know, this Hannibal team just missed winning a state championship in 2028. That was the first year with Coach Geschwinder. They turned in a terrific year, losing in the Show Me Bowl to Smithville. 1st and 10 for our Battle. And they hand it off to Keon Marshall, and Marshall had trouble getting the football away from the quarterback, and no gain.
Another rough exchange. And that's something you practice every day. It's just basic fundamentals. And I get it more with Wilkerson out there because he's not used to being out there, but it happened with Fernandez too.
I'm wondering if it's reading the option, even though we haven't seen much option. But that's what it looks like. They're riding an option and can't decide which way they want to go with it. As this pass is caught by Jaden Dunley. That's good to see him back out there for a gain of 6 yards.
And Wilkerson looking pretty good with his timing. A couple throws a little high, but being a sophomore out there, it's even in a game that's not necessarily close, you're getting varsity time, and it's a big deal for him.
No doubt. And here's the handoff, and down the near sideline is Keon Marshall. Marshall shoved out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Boy, they caught Hannibal there napping as Marshall got outside, clear running. First and goal as Battle now with one of their deepest drives of the game. How many yards on that run? 35, 36?
About 37 yards, what I had.
And now Battle will get another 5 yards as Battle lined up, or rather Hannibal lined up offside. Encroachment on the defense. Hannibal doesn't believe the flag, doesn't believe the call, but it's going to cost them. And now it's first and goal to go inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Wilkerson takes the snap, looks, flushed out of the pocket, rolling right. Wilkerson caught from behind. The speed of the game caught up with Wilkerson there. No pun intended. As they came from behind and got him. This Hannibal club ranked 5th in the state. They might be better than that in Class 4. They just have all the tools. Solid defense, multiple weapons. This handoff to Marshall, and he is drugged down by the jersey. No horse collar.
I'm not sure running a delayed handoff is the right call at this point, at this spot on the field. As Hannibal did give up that long run, but they've been stout otherwise. So you're going to have to throw it to get in the end zone.
Another procedure call against the Spartans. You know, I think that the little screen would be there somewhere with the aggressiveness of this Hannibal defense.
Which we haven't seen a screen from either team all night.
Or anything that resembles one.
And you think they had it first and goal at the 3-yard line, and now 3rd and goal from
the 20.
The 20. I mean, it's just goes to show all the self-inflicted wounds, which this drive they've gotten as close as they have to score, but all of a sudden you need 20 yards on 3rd and goal.
Jackman in a slot to the right. Right in a slot to the left. Back to throw. Wilkerson, and he's going down. When all the linemen are standing, the offensive linemen are standing, and your quarterback's getting pummeled, that's not a good sign.
Never is, and just well-timed blitz there on 3rd down. Hannibal's wanting to preserve the shutout, and Marshall bumped into Wilkerson as soon as Wilkerson dropped back out of the shotgun, and just all out of whack was everyone on that front.
That's the final play of the 3rd quarter. We played 3 here at Battle. And it's Hannibal 42, Battle nothing.
Your car. The Muckins family of dealership needs it more than ever. It's the big buyback event at every Muckins location. No matter what you drive or where you bought it, we'll buy it today. Our volume advantage allows us to give you more for your old car, more than anywhere else. Plus, huge savings on every vehicle on our lots. You won't get more for your old car anywhere else. Visit the Joe Muckins family of dealerships today or click Muckins.com. Joe Muckins Automotive Group, part of the McClarty Automotive Group family.
Do you use Viagra or Cialis? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. Stop overpaying for Viagra. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. Call now.
Sherry has a good time all the time. That last my knee went We talk.
I like brown liquor and brown women.
About what? We play. And you know we're always laughing. Oh my God!
Sherry, weekday mornings at 10 on Fox 22. Would you open your heart and home to foster a youth in need?
Do you suffer from chronic pancreatitis? Then MCU is for you. Members experience benefits like saving more money with lower interest rates, an increased ability to get a great auto loan, and a home equity line of credit. MCU is not for everyone. Do not use if you're allergic to a fattening wallet, benefiting from profits, or being treated like a person, not a number. Continuous use of MCU may lead to higher levels of spending. Power?
Cut.
Breaking the fourth wall. Isn't that a little on the nose?
Let's go again. Reset.
Who writes this stuff?
Missouri Credit Union. From the pig for the people.
You're watching My Zoo TV, part of the networks of Mid-Missouri.
Or bad hold.
The Battle Spartans lined up for a 42-yard field goal attempt, and it is snuffed out, and we'll call right to Holder is brought down for a tackle to open up the fourth quarter, and the Hannibal Pirates still have things going their way as Battle's been turned back again. Out of the break between the third and fourth quarter, Battle could not pull off the big play, and now Hannibal has the football and the turbo clock going their way with a 42-point lead. Battle fell behind 6-0, 34-yard touchdown pass from Waylon Anders to Aeneas Williams to open up this game. The extra point was no good, 6-0 Hannibal. Cody Culp then scored from 4 yards out on a run, making it 12-0, and then the two-point conversion made it 14-0. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. And Hannibal now has changed some personnel as well, as we're seeing some backups into the game for Hannibal. Then Hannibal scored 3 times in the second quarter to build a 34-0 lead. Now it's 42-0 as we play here in this fourth. As Hannibal is going to let the play clock run down before they break their huddle. And they don't break the huddle till 10 seconds left. Anders hands it off. And going around the right with fresh legs is Darian Washington. As Washington picks up 8 yards around the right end. We have yet to see Mike Ferreira here tonight for Hannibal, and you wonder if he's down or injured, but he has not been in the game. As Washington gets that carry and picked up the first down yardage.
And quite honestly, they haven't needed him. I mean,
no, they haven't.
Talented player,
and
Ferreira.
And we've talked about it. Aeneas Williams has only been in the picture or in the play when necessary.
Yeah, and even though he's barely gotten the ball, he's made an impact each time he's gotten it.
And this running play is going nowhere. With that carry is Cade Hoskins. As Cade had nowhere to run. And Hannibal will let that clock run once again. Again, I'd like to thank the entire crew throughout the course of the year. Micah, thanks to you. John Hook, thanks for all of his expertise. Our producer engineer. Cooper Bryant, the director. Rob Parker, our spotter, who's done a magnificent job. Thanks to Greg Wren, who again was not available here this evening, but helping us out throughout the season. Thanks to our camera operators tonight, Ava Morganson, Ellie Carlson, and Anna Marinello. 2nd down and 9 for Hannibal, and they give the ball to Hoskins around the left end, and he scrambles for about 6 yards before he's upended, as Hoskins was tackled by Samson Ojo. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3 for Hannibal, as their enemy right now is a clock, and with that turbo clock, it won't take long. As we wrap up our coverage of high school football here this evening, thank the sponsors as well. 6th season in the books of the KZOU High School Friday night game of the week, And we ask you to stay tuned. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you some basketball coverage throughout the winter as it's on the horizon.
We hope for some closer games come basketball season.
Ooh, boy.
Haven't had much luck.
We have drawn
last
some
couple
doozies.
Of years, really.
No doubt. It's been tough. You know, you look at since the CMAC, this is the 4th year of CMAC play. Going into tonight's play, CMAC teams against all their opponents, under 500. 130 wins, 144 losses. And you look, and I know I've talked about this and dwelled on it before, talked about this quite a bit. When you look at the history of some of the schools that are in this league, it's phenomenal to see an under 500 conference record. Of course, there's some new ones. Battle and Capital City, neither one of these schools have been in existence for a very long time, but the start that Battle got off on, win a state championship in their second year of competition, spoils you a little bit, as Washington is nowhere to run on that handoff. For Battle, though, it looks like the Spartans will be playing in Wentzville at North Point next week. Camdenton and Washington to square off, Rolla and Capital City in the lower half of the bracket. If Battle could get by North Point, they would have a date with number 1 seed Elias in Jeff City, district week number 2. But that's the way that lines up. Rockbridge was tied with Francis Howell going into the second half tonight. But Rockbridge right now, the 1 seed in that Class 6 District 4 competition. Francis Howell Central and Hickman would play the play-in game next week at Francis Howell Central. And I don't know if there's any way of changing that. And Troy Buchanan and Fort Zumwalt West is in that other quarter or semifinal game. We've got a break with 6:12 to play. 42-0 Hannibal. We'll be back in a moment.
What's the Jim Butler CDJR Powerhouse secret? Why are we Mid-Missouri's #1 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer? Is it our huge selection? Our no-hassle sales process? Could it be that we give the most for trade-ins? Is it our best price guarantee? Is it because we say yes when other dealers say no? Whatever it is, people from across the country are buying from Jim Butler and discovering the Powerhouse difference. Get started at cdjrpowerhouse.com during Jeep Adventure Days.
Randall was working a triathlon and he was hit by a car. He died 6 months later. Harper, Evans, Wade, and Edemeyer can just alleviate so much stress. I could email them, call them, and they responded immediately and were always available. They're so good about building a relationship with you. They're the team that's working so hard and you're so grateful for them.
Columbia Public Schools are on a mission, a never-ending quest to be the best school district in the state, and they're well on the way. With the help and support of their generous marketing partners, CPS has contributed over $1.8 million to Missouri State High School Activities Association programs. So how has it paid off? Nearly 40% of the student body in secondary school participate in athletics and activities, and you can be part of the mission too. Visit these websites today for all the details on how you can help CPS and get involved today.
6 minutes and 12 seconds left here at Battle High School. Hannibal leading the Spartans 42-0. Battle in danger of falling to 3-6 on the year. And Hannibal trying to improve to 8-1. Hannibal with the football, turbo clock running. Check that. Battle with the football after Hannibal turned it over on downs. With 6:12 to play. Battle playing with their backup quarterback as Alex Fernandez went down early in the third quarter with an injury. Kendall Wilkerson has been running the offense. So we've seen some fresh jerseys out there on both sides of the ball. Wilkerson gets it to Marshall. Keon Marshall knifes up the middle for about 3 yards. Be second and 7. And you say the Blair Oaks Falcons have found a way to turn that game around against Southern Boone.
Yeah, they were down 3 at halftime and now up 46-28 early in the fourth quarter. So top-ranked Falcons have gotten it figured out in the second half.
Wilkerson's pass goes incomplete as he was hit as he let it go. And it'll be 3rd down and 7.
We got a final in the Jeff City Moberly game as Jeff City won 34-7.
That was much tighter at the half as well.
Yeah, 7-0. And the Jays pulled away to win that one.
Elias already posted a win at halftime already. It was a final against Vianney, St. John Vianney out of St. Louis. A program that's also hit rough times here of late as Wilkerson throws deep. He's got a receiver in Donnelly, and Donnelly hauls it in for the touchdown. 55-yard touchdown pass as Kendall Wilkerson throws his first varsity touchdown. Wilkerson to Donnelly. 55 yards unofficially. Donnelly with that touchdown reception, his 7th of the year. Now the Spartans will try to pick up the extra point. As Nkangoro will be the kicker. McWall Wright will hold. Mislin snaps it. Snap is down, kicks up, and it's good. And it's 42-7. Still a 35-point differential. That's why Hannibal went for that 2-point conversion in the third quarter. But how about that? The sophomore, Kendall Wilkerson, 54 yards, 4 plays, a minute 55, and the Spartans are on the board.
A great throw by Wilkerson on that touchdown.
You know, the previous play, Wilkerson was falling backwards when he let it go as he was getting hit, and it floated in the air. Luckily, it fell to the ground. This one, he followed through and delivered a strike. His battle on the board with 4:53 to play in the game. 50-yard touchdown. Jaden Donnelly, back-to-back touchdown catches, back-to-back weeks.
And it's just nice
big plays on both times.
Nice for the battle offense to just get on the board, as you never want to be shut out. As Hannibal's defense coming in had allowed just 28 points in their last 5 games, a little over 5 points per game. And as I'm sure they were looking to get another shutout on their resume, but Wilkerson with his first varsity touchdown pass and a beauty to make it 42-7.
Aeneas Williams goes deep to return this kick.
And I'm not quite sure why he would be in the game at this point.
Patrick Nkangoro onsides it, takes a big hop, and Hannibal will recover it at about the 43, 44-yard line. Maybe it was diversion to make him onside it. What do you think?
Yeah, or they figured that they were going to onside it anyway, so he won't get the ball at all in that situation.
So Hannibal will bring out their offensive unit, and it'll be an opportunity, I'm sure, for a few more Hannibal Pirates to see some varsity experience, even though it looks like that's their starting offensive line. Couple of fresh jerseys out there. Houston Morrison out on the field. And the quarterback, Waylon Anders, will continue to run the offense. Clock is unwinding. 42-7, battle trailing. And the handoff goes to Washington, and Washington spins his way across the 45 to about the 47. Darian Washington, 5'7", 160-pound freshman. Second down, 5. So next week, Battle headed to North Point. Hannibal post a win here, trying to climb in their district standings. Right now, going into tonight, Parkway North led that district with a 7-1 record. Hannibal now will be 8-1. Wentzville Holtz 5-3, currently second, in Warrenton 8-0, third in the district standings. And a flag flies. But it's a new season next week, Micah.
Yeah, that's right. Anybody's game, and you win your district and you go on to bigger and better things.
Offside on Hannibal. Clock continues to run.
That's the one thing that Coach Jay Swinder will look at. 7 penalties for 60 yards.
And most of them are focus penalties.
Right. And they did have a personal foul that you obviously aren't going to be happy about when watching this film. But when you have a dominant win like this, it's not quite all sunshine and rainbows. And you got to point things out to continue to improve as a team. And these penalties are going to probably be towards the top of that list.
2nd and 11. Washington with another carry. Just a few plays left here at Battle High School. Got any more finals? I know you've been kind of...
Yeah, I was just looking for the Rockbridge one, unable to find that one. So that's a big game against Howell.
Troy Buchanan is in second place in that Class 6 District 4 coming into tonight. I don't know, though, if they can make up that many points to catch Rockbridge, especially after Rockbridge got the forfeit win, as they were 7-1 going into tonight. Coming around the left end, the freshman was taken off his feet.
Big hit.
Washington finding out what varsity football's about.
But update on that Howell-Rockbridge game. Howell up 30-28 with 1:44 left. Rockbridge has the ball, looking to win the game late. Just 1:44 left in that one.
Rockbridge has the ball down 3.
That's right.
Well, if they get it across midfield there in the game, right?
Yeah, they'll win it by 1 if they hit a field goal.
Battle is called to timeout with 55 seconds to play. You got any other scores to pass on, or do we need to go to break, John? We'll keep it right here.
Can try to find a couple.
Battle
more.
trailed here 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. At the half, Battle trailed Hannibal 34-0. After 3, Hannibal led 42-0. Then Battle was able to finally get on the board as sophomore Kendall Wilkerson completed the 55-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Donnelly for a score. Extra point was good by Nkongoro, and it's 42-7. Battle's about to fall to 3-6, and Hannibal is going to improve to 8-1.
Another final score in the CMAC, Cap City 35, Kirksville 20. So on the road, the Cavaliers get it done. The 15-point win for Joe Collier's team. And California dominating Hallsville 41-14. That one just went final.
Coach Conyers had a tough year with the Indians in Hallsville. Former coach here at Battle High School. Anders is going to throw, going deep. And this is Williams making the catch and stays on his feet and is forced out of bounds. So he's forced out. Knocking him out of bounds was Jaden Donnelly. I was shocked to see Aeneas Williams in the game.
I know, and there's no reason to take another snap unless they are just going for more points to help out their standings, but I don't know if
it doesn't matter. Once you top 13-point differential, just to keep that from taking place right here.
But they're lining up to.
Well, they've got to snap it one more time. They have to. Play clock is about 7 seconds difference.
how to just take a knee here.
Anders does take a knee, and that will do it as this one is wrapped up. Again, thanks to everybody throughout the course of the year that helps bring you high school football here on KZOU. The final here tonight, it's all Hannibal as they beat the Battle Spartans by a final score of 42-7. I'm Tex Little saying so long from the east side of Columbia. Good night.
Thanks for watching ABC 17 SportsZone Football Friday High School Game of the Week, presented by Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer, and made possible through a partnership between the networks of Mid-Missouri, CPS Athletics, the Columbia Area Career Center, and these fine sponsors.